also sampled Parkville Creek and initially one location and then they extended it to 4. And they did Lake Huron at 3 locations.
Was there anything alarming in the story of the Lake Huron?
Pardon?
Was there anything alarming in the state, Lake Huron?
No,
Nothing
no.
at all?
Values are very low.
I see.
Yes.
Question, comment on that. You had mentioned the source water regulations in the document. There was a draft document done by the South Bayfield Conservation Authority at the time that this PIC was being done. And one of the things that I noted in that document was that ABCA had been testing the water in the creek for a number of years. And unfortunately, from what I can recall, it didn't meet, it exceeded, okay, all the standards. So it does not fall within the guidelines for water quality. And there's various reasons for that. How that affects us, okay, since Dylan showed that from Highway 21 to the shoreline, the groundwater slopes that way. So we're not affecting the Parkville Creek issue. So as Carl pointed out, it's the soluble channel that would have been an indicator for us and has shown no indication of contamination. So I just wanted to comment that Parkville Creek at times has greatly exceeded that. You know, I can reference that document from ABCA in the next meeting as well.
With just to focus on the sewage treatment facility and the Parkville Creek issues for a moment, were there any values that were disconcerting in that Boulder report, other than nitrates, that are removed? None.
There was some concern at one point, there was one reading, I think it was phosphate in some compounds, only one. Rather than that, we'll discuss that some more.
At the risk of getting taken out here, let's just stress this is a working document, this is a draft.
That's right.
And I guess the one thing I would ask Carl is that maybe the language we can use a little more temperate language, because it gives the impression that we're biased, and we don't want to be that, right? We said right from day one, this is going to be an objective, unbiased report. There will be an opportunity for my, so just when
I'll take out alarmist.
Yeah, just to be fair, I mean, people can draw their own when the report comes through, but we follow election on the principle too.
Okay, continuing on, slide 23. Send us on with native sand. The regulations require that a percolation rate or T-time of 1 to 50 minutes per centimeter. In Golder's experience in this region, soils have percolation rates of less than 1 minute per centimeter. Their Golder's experience implies that existing beds were installed in improper bedding material. Local septic installers report actually T-times in the range from 2 to 6 minutes per centimeter. Continue on to slide number 24. This is the lot size for nitrate disposal. Their suggestion that a lot size of 21,310 cubic meters is required, or square meters is required, so groundwater nitrate will not exceed the 2.9 milligrams per liter nitrogen for the protection of aquatic life at the lot line. The methodology here to determine the lot size used for surface water standard at the property line, even though the tile beds actually discharge the groundwater and not surface water. So So the conclusion that we reached on all of these is that all of the reasons that were given for requiring municipal sewer service in Zone 3 were debatable, and at best, maybe I should use this again, misleading. It makes one wonder what the real reason is why the project is being advanced once again.
Well, I think this is a working document, and I think you want a canned discussion here, and if that's how people feel, that's how people feel. But I think you have to be careful that we don't give the impression that we've come to a conclusion before the research is in, the data is in, there's been discussion.
Elizabeth?
That may impact our report to the public ultimately, we can let people come to conclusions, but I just want to make a comment that I was shocked to see so many misleading comments come through here. I wasn't aware of several of these, to be honest, and it's blatant misinformation in many ways, and I'll state that with force, because I think, how do people like this, or how are they held accountable for telling us information that's either not grounded? We're making major decisions, these are the grounds on which we make decisions, and each one of them can be, you can see faulty reasoning in each one of them. How are we making wise due diligence decisions? And how are these kind of individuals held accountable for these kind of things? I'm actually quite disturbed, and I'd like that noted in minutes, actually.
Very good, very good.
If I could just make a comment, closing on that. What I found from the pics when the information that was presented was it was almost like a manipulation of the truth, or a manipulation of the way original policy statement on, manipulation of the way that developments are done according to the standards of the 2.93 guidelines, water guidelines. They manipulated some of the resources that are used for determining these things. The same way as when I talked about manipulating possibly the water per person in our study. So when our region is, our area is much different from what they're projecting. So they were projecting upon the community, I see it from this pic, a scenario, okay, that was inflated. It was inflated for a purpose to create some anxiety in the community, okay, create some kind of confusion, and to draw attention to something other than what we've noticed from Blue Water, that the cost of this project is enormous.
Any other questions, comments? Okay, let's continue on. Item 3. Now reviewing the Zone 3 and 4 environmental assessments. The environmental assessment process in Zone 4 was initiated in September of 2007. A public information storyboard display was held on February 12th of 2008 with 40 people attending. The notice of completion was issued on May 6, 2008, and after a 30-day review period, it was subsequently approved by the Ministry of the Environment. The pipe reinforcement project was completed in 2009, and an internal primary collection system was completed in the spring of 2010. Residents in surrounding communities were not aware that they were part of the Zone 4 environmental assessment, and they were committed to a low-pressure sewage collection system in sewers being installed. In February of 2011, Council passed a resolution to remove the low-pressure collection system from the environmental assessment portion that affected the surrounding communities, but the administration has not acted on the resolution. The Zone 3 environmental assessment process was initiated on August 6th of 2008, with the first of 2 public information centers presentations held on September 30th, 2008. With which time a low-pressure system was presented as technically recommended